Aku mau mau. Aku mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no au e mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no au e mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no au e mele e. Hele hoi akala o Malka o Kona. Hele hoi o Makai, wherever you come from, welcome. Kakayaka e Kawamai Unity Church of Kona here in beautiful Kailua, Kona, Hawaii. What an honor it is to be here service on this Sunday morning as we start with the Hawaiian prayer chant, the Eomai. And as the 3-octave chant has layers of meaning. The first octave is, oh, the beautiful stories told in Hawaii. A little higher octave is, oh, why would we be telling this story to our children? And the highest octave, beseeching the Great Spirit above. O my, beseeching thee for the wisdom of the life experience that becomes our story. For with the knowledge of this experience, we never have to repeat them over and over again. And so it is. Mahalo ke akua, amen God. Mahalo. Life of gratitude, a life of blessing. So welcome again, Unity of Kona. And as we'll please stand, we'll get together and do our affirmation for the month, as well as our vision and mission statements. And for the word today is prosperity. And together, God is my source in all things. I live in an abundant universe, and I claim my good now. Yes, sirree. And with unity, we come together with a vision of world family of oneness, peace, and love, with our mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while I got you all standing, we'll have some singers come on board and we'll do our opening song. We come together. Here we go. We're going to dance with you guys. Welcome, everybody. See some new faces, some old faces. Oh, yeah, let's dance with it.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
Now look at the person next to you. Say, recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
From every walk of life.
From every walk of life.
Every creed and color.
Every creed and color.
And get your feel nice.
Get your feel nice.
in honor of the God in each other. Now look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me.
Ooh, we come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love.
We come together. We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together in the name of love.
While we're all standing, greet one another now. We'll take a couple minutes as we greet everybody with a handshake or hug. If you're joining us online, please do leave a comment in the Facebook live Facebook page there, and we can formally greet everybody as we always like to do. So leave those comments. I'm going to go around and say hi to some folks. We could do this all day, but we probably shouldn't. This is a favorite part of the service. And now if you're joining us online, you make a little Facebook comment page there, and we have guests and visitors here. We'd like to welcome you guys all with a great big aloha, and God bless you. Maybe you're here for the first time. Maybe it's been a long time since you've been here. So as we move through the church, I'd ask you to please stand and share your name, where you're from, and we'd like to greet you. Thank you. Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead, my friend. No, you're not the only one I'm going to get yet. Oh, welcome, Jason. In the back. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy and Rick, they've been with us for a couple of months now, and now they're headed back to the mainland. So thank you for coming and sharing your light and talents and treasures and joy and your smiles. Thank you, guys. And so who else we got right in here in front of them? I think we got some. Yeah, there you go. Welcome. Aloha. No stress. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Aline. Are you going to tell us you're back? It's good. And Kayla's probably been missing you too, so it's kind of neat. Yeah. Yeah, well, we know you. Dylan. Yeah, go Dylan. And I see you just walking in, sister. Jasmine. And next to Jasmine, Sage. Awesome. Welcome, guys. God bless you, and thank you for joining us again. A great big aloha, and God bless you. So there we are. Beautiful guests and visitors, full house. Come join us online or in person. It's lovely to be back. And so it's like now is the time, the daily word. I've asked Clyde to come up and do our daily word. It's a real powerful one. Thank you, Clyde.
My honor to do it while you're preaching today. Thank you. Today's Sunday, January the 22nd, 2023, Lunar New Year. My thoughts and words reflect my divine inheritance. When I listen to my inner conversation and recurring thoughts, I may hear fear-based, limiting talk, or I may hear positive words encouraging me to live joyfully and confidently. The choice is mine. Through my divine gift of power, I take command of my thoughts, my life. I take command, release thoughts of powerlessness. As I do, my negative self-talk diminishes. I affirm my divine inheritance of faith, wisdom, understanding, and strength of my thoughts, words, and action. The power to live a full life is mine. I embrace insights I've gained through experience. I own my mistakes without any shame or embarrassment. I am eager to learn. I'm willing to try new things and stretch myself. In power, I thrive. Now from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits.
Thank you, Clyde. Lots of power in this message today. And as we take a moment to visualize the sanctuary, feel that power, feel that sanctuary, feel this loving energy, feel this energy flowing around through you and every being. Feel the energy moving around every person on this earth and in this world. And if you know of any circumstances or events in your life, in this world in need of prayer, see them in this moment of power in the center of this most beautiful, loving heart. As we'll say together, the prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Mahalo kea kua amene. This is the time in the service we have special music with Dandi Nueva. Thank you, Dandi.
For those of you that know Larry and Carla, all week I've been thinking about them. I know that they're with us in spirit. And so I have a special song that I wanted to sing. I know Carla loves this song as well as I do. So I'd like to sing this song for them. Just a closer walk with thee, Jesus, granted is my plea. Daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be.
am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is o'er and time for me shall be no more, guide me gently, safely over to thy kingdom's shore, to thy shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When life's sun sinks in the west, Lord, may I have done my best. May I find sweet peace and rest in that happy home of the blessed. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be.
Thank you, Dondi. That's just a warm place you put us there. Thank you so much. And now's the time in our service where we get on with our meditation and our service today. And it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce our speaker, Kayla Harvey. Kayla is working here at the Unity. She's board president, and she's got these talks that really present a great light for our community. And so we welcome Kayla Harvey.
Welcome, everybody. We're going to get ready for a time of meditation, and we have some beautiful music to accompany it today, and we're so grateful. Yes. So this time, just find yourself a space in your seat. Begin to relax your body into place. Just feel your body sinking. And center yourself within. Find a stillness as you rest your breath. Find a space inside. It may look like a beautiful space in nature, a space of relaxation and peace. As you center yourself there, feel the peace you have in this space. The assurance that right now there is nothing you need, nothing you're missing, that you are fully and firmly supported in this space, right here, right now. And as you rest here, you begin to hear a stream, a beautiful stream of water. Looking over, it's nearer than you thought. It may come even closer. Beautiful stream of water next to you. And in this space, a moment happens. You may connect back with this 3D world and remember for a moment a time you didn't feel as secure, that you were not sure of your finances, prosperity, and abundance. And these memories show up as pebbles in your pocket. You can feel a pebble and pull it out and realize that these are just small things held in hand. And as you remember the stream, the constant supply of your good and wellness, you may decide to gently place these pebbles into the stream, releasing limitations and lack, releasing memories of pain that no longer serve. We let go of these limitations as we watch them float down the stream of life, supported by the water, washed away by Spirit. And we breathe again, knowing that we are safe, that all we need is brought right to us. And as you look towards the stream again, you see something shimmering. Spirit has brought you beautiful, shiny pebbles, cleaned off your beliefs of all of the dirt, of all of the hurt, and left you nuggets of gold. You can take them out if you'd like. They're for you. And you can put those in your pocket, knowing that any time you feel a struggle, a limiting belief, all you need to do is hand them to the ever-present flow of Spirit. and all your good, all the abundance and prosperity you need will be brought right to you in that ever-present flow. Take a moment now to feel this shiny gold nuggets, to feel the feeling of joy and peace next to the stream of prosperity consciousness. Coming back now, returning to this place, returning to your body with your gold nuggets, knowing that you always have them with you. Return to this place, ground back into your seat, coming back into the presence. Feel free to stretch your arms and legs and wiggle your fingers and toes, returning back into this space. Open your eyes when you're ready. Returning back. Glad to have you all back here. I hope you brought some golden nuggets. Glad you're here. Thank you so much. It's beautiful to have live music, to feel things flowing. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to be back up here today. And today is a bit different. You notice how I don't have my fancy images today. We're going to go sans PowerPoint because Spirit is slowly convincing me, even though sometimes it can feel like coercing me, dragging me along to being more present, to going with the flow, to surrender and taking things as they are. And I'm still practicing, but we're doing pretty good. And I've gotten more encouragement this week to do that, just as some of you have encouraged me to channel, be in the moment, and hear the voice of Spirit as I'm here. I'm getting to practice this because Spirit always has a way of teaching me something. Right before I'm going to tell everybody else about it, Spirit says, I'd really like you to have this experience just so you get the full thing to share. Thanks so much. I don't always love the method that's chosen, but I am grateful for every lesson, and I do need them. So thank you. So a lesson came to me, chopportunity, if you will, if you remember that one. I had one of those chopportunities this Tuesday morning when I got up like regular, and I do telehealth from home, many of you know. So my one most important vessel is my computer. Normally, we're really tight, we're really close friends, although I have to say, I think it probably needs as big of a break as I need. So today, or Tuesday morning, it decided, you know what? I need a nap now, permanently. So when I opened the laptop thinking, we'll just get started with all our work today, it said, nope, I'm gone. And it flashed me all these fancy colors and stripes and lines. And I was like, oh, you're not in your mind today. Darn it. Okay. And my first thought could have been, oh my gosh, why? That was in there. It was in there. But I was going, okay, it's opportunity time, Kay. And so I'm struggling and figuring it out. And lucky thing for me, my husband also has a computer. It's a gaming computer. And if you don't know what that means, which I didn't, someone in the back knows what that means. It means that it is set up to do all the cool things. Graphic images, one real fast. It's not really set up for business. It has no word program. Lucky thing, I have an EHR, which means it's an electronic health record system. It's in the cloud, so it is there on the internet. But every other functionality, Not so much, not so much. So the GE tax I was working on, poof, gone. The talk I was working on, poof, gone. The workshop later today, poof, gone. And I'm like, oh, are we reinventing wheels? Is that what we're doing? Oh, awesome. I hate reinventing wheels. Oh, we're just throwing wheels away. Okay, so we're going to channel today a little bit more. I have a few bullet points, but I'm also reminded that this is actually a perfect lesson. And it's the second time this lesson has come up. And if any of you have had repeat lessons, you know now is the time to listen. Remember, right? Right? Because first it comes with like a little message. Then it comes with like a Post-it notes. Then it comes with like a kind of a kick in the heel, you know? Then it like pushes you over. Eventually it's the 2x4 and then it's the truck. I don't need to be hit by a truck. So I'll take the 2x4 and say, ow, ow, okay, got it. Do something different. So it gave me a perfect opportunity this week. And I decided, you're right, Spirit. This is exactly my talk. I had intended to talk about, and will, the difference between material prosperity and spiritual prosperity. And I could have, in that moment, and I did for a little bit, and I reeled myself back. I could have been like, oh my gosh, I have to buy a new computer. I can't buy a new computer. These are expensive. How is this going to work? I don't know how I'm going to do this, and I'm never going to get my GE tax done. Oh my God, what's going to happen? I don't have the money for this. What's going to... Okay. That's material prosperity, Kayla. This is the talk. So I'm going to look for spiritual prosperity. I'm going to do exactly what I want everyone else to do, and I guess I get to go first. Okay. My eyes are open, Spirit. Show me. Help me out here. Okay. Everything is provided. What was I going to write? What did I write already? Oh, yeah. Something about everything is provided by source. Okay, that's true. Spirit is the source of all supply. Right? Right? Isn't that what we're talking about? So that means that Spirit is where? Where is Spirit? Everywhere. Everywhere and in everything. And so all that I need is here. I connect to Spirit, and then I can be in that flow, in that river. I can be in that river with Spirit. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I noticed that, lucky thing, I had the other computer. Lucky thing, there's a place to take my computer. Lucky thing that on the way there, I get to talk with a friend on the phone, on my earbuds, hands-free. There were all these things that came up as opportunities. Opportunities not to write a whole talk and read it. Lots of opportunities, if I was willing to try them and surrender. So it's a recalibration, a shift to be in the world but not of it. And I wanted to read a quote from one of my favorites from Unity. This is Heart-Centered Metaphysics, Paul Hesselbeck. And as I'm reading it, I can hear the words of Sophia, and I'm thinking, I think she might have read this to us before. And that's okay. I think it bears repeating. It says, there seems to be two worlds, the inner invisible realm of our spiritual nature and the outer visible world of our senses. Our conscious mind is pivotal. It's always moving. So we appear to live in both realms simultaneously. But see, it's our attention that determines our state of mind in any given moment. When people get a real understanding of the right relationship between these two realms, a great dimension of power is added to their consciousness, and all their needs are met. The understanding of the right relationship between these two realms determines right relation in our world. The outer visible realm is dependent upon the inner visible realm and has no independent existence, while the inner invisible realm does. It goes on to state, when our mind is pivoted towards oneness, so when we're focused within, we're focused on what's real, not the tangible, inner reality of divine mind. We lay hold of substance, then give shape and form to that substance according to our own awareness. So when we go within, we shape reality based on the awareness and the frequency we hold. We co-create with spirit when we do it from our heart. At every moment, we're pulling forth that river of abundance, that river of flow out of everything. The rocks, the trees, the people, we are tuned in, tapped in. However, as the mind pivots outwards, the shapes and forms are determined by our thoughts and feelings. They want us to keep in mind that they're influenced by the sense consciousness and the collective consciousness at this state. And I don't know about you, but I change my mind constantly. I can be really happy one moment and then really annoyed and then happy. And if I'm creating with that in mind, oh boy, we're in for a ride. It's a little wild, right? And I think a lot of us do. However, we have the opportunity to create from our centeredness if we go there. Unfortunately, a lot of us get domesticated. We learn to be in the world and of the world, right? And our parents are teaching us strategies they know. I was taught strategies that my parents knew, but they were strategies for survival. So I learned the way my parents saved money and got by was by telling themselves they didn't have any money. So we couldn't spend anything. You can't buy that. Well, that's one way to do it. I mean, you confirm lack, but yeah, then you don't buy and you don't spend. And then I learned to save. Squirrel it away. Say I don't have it, put it somewhere, forget about it. Hope it's there when you need it. Panic every moment. It's a strategy. I don't love how that feels, though. Anybody else grow up with a strategy somewhat similar? Yeah, okay, I'm not alone, thank you. How's that working for you? Yeah, the problem I found with living in material prosperity, believing in numbers, believing in money, is that I feel responsible, like I'm the one who has to make sure it's okay all the time. In this unpredictable world, that's a lot of pressure to put on myself. It starts to feel like survival, right? I start to focus on how things are impermanent. And it's fear-based. It doesn't allow you to receive, does it? It creates a stagnant pool. How many of you want to swim in a stagnant lake? Why? Why don't we want to swim in a stagnant lake? It stinks. It's gross. It is a hotbed for bacteria and problems. Nothing is flowing. That's what happens to us. When we don't move our beliefs, we become stinky, stagnant ponds. And our attitude stinks, doesn't it? When we live in fear, our attitude stinks, and people can smell it. And we infest other people with our stink. Nobody wants that, and nobody wants to swim in that pool. It's not fun for anyone. We help no one. And dis-ease is created through stagnant energy. So instead of being stagnant ponds, hoarding and holding, like if I don't have this, I will perish, we have to move the stream. And remember that a moving stream is a living stream. That's how we stay alive. We live and flow with one another. I'm going to read another quick quote that talks about how all of this has to do with our beliefs. All of it. He says, realize first of all, that prosperity is not wholly a matter of capital or environment, but a condition brought about by certain ideas that have been allowed to rule in the consciousness. When these ideas are changed, however, the conditions are changed in spite of environment and all appearances, which must also change to confirm the new ideas. So that means when you get in the river, I don't care how stagnant it looks, by getting in, You are changing it. You are stirring it up. By allowing it to flow, the circumstances, everything will change. Everything becomes alive again. I want to tell you a story about a time I didn't know this. When I was first becoming domesticated, 8 or 9, I was starting to learn about attachment and trying to figure out where abundance comes from. And my family, as you know, we didn't grow up with a whole lot, and we definitely didn't even count what we had. So I had gotten some new shoes. It's a big deal. I didn't get new shoes very often. And the best thing about these new shoes was they were tennis shoes with light up bits on the bottom. They lit up. They were amazing. They were fantastic. I felt on top of the world. So every time you stomped your foot or you ran, they lit up red lights all over. It was so exciting. I was doing it everywhere. I loved these shoes so much, they were on my mind constantly. I felt invincible. And then I asked my mom, what do we do when the lights run out? And she said, well, then they run out and they're just shoes. That was terrifying for me. These were the best shoes I've ever gotten in my entire life. What do you mean they're just going to be shoes one day? You're taking my joy away. I thought this is the worst thing that could ever happen. So I thought I'd use the life strategies. And what I decided to do was I was only going to wear these shoes during the days we had gym. So I'm running, because that would make the most sense. And the days I went to a party or a gathering or something. And so I started being stingy with my light. Think about that. I didn't hear the symbolism of this until I started talking about it. I was stingy with my light because I thought it was limited. So what did I do? Eventually, I wore them less and less, and I put them in a bottom drawer. I forgot about them. I'm 8 or 9. I don't know. And then about 1.5 years later, I opened that drawer. And what do I find? The shoes! The shoes! And I just loved them. I was so excited to find the shoes. They still lit up. They still lit up. And I went to put them on my feet, and they didn't fit. They no longer fit. I didn't account that into my survival strategies. What I realized in that moment was that hoarding and stashing was not going to help me. That hiding my light in a drawer was not going to keep light coming. We don't hide our light away, just like we don't hide our abundance away. It's part of the flow. It's part of your life force. If we use it and share it, it spreads. We don't hide our light under a bushel. We don't hide a flame, because if you put a flame under something, what happens? It goes out. But if you share that flame, what happens? You can light up the world. That's exactly right. And I had to actually get this example about abundance entirely, because although that lesson was good for me, does it mean I stopped all hoarding? Does it mean I stopped saying that I didn't have anything? Does it mean that I stopped all my survival strategies? No. I mean, I got a little bit better. That was a good lesson, but we still have these lessons to learn. They're still in there. And I realized I needed to change my abundance strategy recently. I've always been a little bit hesitant of finances, knowing where I came from, knowing the strategies. You can see why. So when COVID happened, and we're trying to keep the church alive, nobody's here to hand in money. So we were encouraging people to do online pay, to keep things going. I was hesitant about that. I just got laid off. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I don't know what money I have to give you. But I decided to make a small, and at the time there was this, I swear to you, there was a button that said weekly donation. So I decided, okay, I can give a weekly thing at a small amount, then I'll know that's probably not so much. And I just was like, Spirit, let me not see this. Let me not feel this impact. And so I put some faith out and I did it. And then when we were here in person, I thought when I had extra, I'll put some in. And I just let it kind of happen behind the scenes. And you know what? It worked. I didn't notice. I didn't worry about it. I didn't notice. That money just came and it went and it was fine. And we were talking about abundance again, and I realized, okay, now I'm finally doing a little bit better. I have a job. I have a business. I'm starting to get paid. And for those of you who have a business, you know it takes a while. So I'm starting to get paid. Yay! Things are going better. And I could probably give more. That's great. Okay, so I went on, and I'm going to increase my weekly thing. And I can't find the button, so all I can do is cancel it, and then I'll just redo it. There is no button for weekly donations. There's no weekly subscription. It doesn't exist anymore. I swear it was there. It was happening. I even called Larry and I said, wait a minute, so I did this thing. How come I can't do the thing? And he's like, I don't know how you ever did that thing. I don't think that ever existed. I don't know how you did it. I'm asking the internet. And it's telling me it's not plausible. I have no idea. Was that another timeline? What happened? And it finally hit me. No, Spirit said, yes, we did automatic at first to help you feel better and secure and show you that you will not miss that. But now, my friend, it is time to be more conscious, to take an active step, to actively engage. How am I using my energy? Because that's what money is. It's energy. It's source. It's just a tangible symbol of my energy and my beliefs, really. So do I want it to automatically in the background be doing stuff for me? Or do I want to actively engage my abundance? Actively create, actively look at where my energy is going. That's what I'm being asked to do. And to do that, I'm being asked to remember that I am not in charge of the how. It is not my job to figure out how much I make from where, and am I going to be okay? My job is to do the purpose, the thing I came here for, which is the thing that gives me joy. It's the thing that I am here to do because I was made to do it. And when I'm doing that thing, Spirit always has had my back. Always, always, always. And I want you to think about that piece of paper, your golden ticket, to be thinking of ways that Spirit has provided for you. Thinking of ways that may be unconventional. Times when you were stressed and someone gave you money. A person gave you resources. Something came out of the woodwork and created itself. The problem disappeared. All of you have these times. I know you do. Now, unfortunately, human beings are often, what's the phrase? I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Wait. Human beings are often Teflon for the positive and Velcro for the negative. That's what it is. Right? So we often forget the really great blessings, but we remember the pain. The only way to change that is to flex the muscle, to intentionally remember the positive. So I want you to be thinking, what are the ways that Spirit has given? What are the ways in which I was blessed, surprisingly or not? And just jot down a few bullet points on your golden ticket as they come to you. And anytime you stress about material things, I want you to bring out that golden ticket. Whether it was someone paid for your books when you were in college, whether when you needed a place to stay, someone gave you that place. When you thought you were out of funds, someone helped. When you needed something, you were given something. Think back, and if it's not now, think later. I know you have them in you. Last thing I want to leave you with is the thought of skiers. People who go skiing, and I'm kind of sweating right now, so maybe that works out for me. I'm like, oh, skiing, I got to think of some snow. Skiers ski very fast oftentimes down the side of a mountain, right? And up at the top of mountains, what are there? Boulders, trees. But we don't every day hear about skiers hitting trees. It's not like a daily news thing. 17 skiers yesterday hit trees. You don't hear about it because it doesn't happen. Very rarely does it happen. And why is that? Because when a skier is skiing, they're not saying to themselves, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. No, because what would they do if they said that to themselves? Hit the tree. So they say to themselves, stay on the path, stay on the path, stay on the path. They're watching the path. So if you spend time observing the obstacles, and that's all you're looking for, if all you're seeing is scarcity and lack, that's all you'll ever see. If, however, you look, see, find the path, find the stream of abundance and prosperity, that's what you'll see instead. So last thing, let's do a call and response affirmation. We ready? Okay. I'll say a line, then you say a line. We'll do it back. Knowing divine source is inexhaustible. I am freed from limitations. Knowing I am always supported. With gusto. I am free to follow my heart. That's right. And so it is. Thank you.
Ooh, thank you, Kayla. God, Lord, that was beautiful. What a wonderful service. And thank you for sharing this spontaneous reserves of knowledge. God bless you. Thank you again, Kayla. And now is the time in the service where we'd like to take our gifts and offerings. And as there are many ways to share your time, talents, and treasures that'll be coming up on the board, we ask you to please hold your gifts in your hands as we do our offertory prayer. And if you're joining us online, please don't hesitate to use all the resources at hand. For divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way, and so it is. And so now we have some music coming in with Dondi. Has he got some help? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I asked Sean to sing the
Sean's
song
going to come
with
up
me.
and help Dondi. Thank you guys for your music.
You're the reason I'm living. You're the breath that I take. You're the stars in my heaven. You're the sun when I wake. You're the reason I'm living. And you carry me through all of life's little burdens. I'd be lost without you. A long, long time ago, when I was down, you picked me up and showed me true love so could be found. You're the reason I'm living. You're the things that I do. You're the reason I'm living. I'd be lost without you. You're the reason I'm living. You're the breath that I take. You're the stars in my heaven. sun when I wake. You're the reason I'm living, and you carry me through all of life's little burdens. I'd be lost without you. A long, long time ago, when I was down, you picked me up and showed me true love still could be found. You're the reason I do things, you're the things that I do. You're the reason I'm living, I'd be lost without you. You're the reason I'm living, I'd be lost without you. You're the reason I'm living, I'd be lost without you.
Thank you, guys. That was wonderful. Whew. It's time to bless these gifts and offerings as our ushers bring the plates of bounty. We say, thank you, God, for we know through Spirit we do know that as we give, so shall we receive. So now we'll dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will, your work in this ministry, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Mahalo keakua. Thank you, God. Amen. And with that, I have a few announcements we're going to move into as the Unity, first and foremost, is a prayer ministry. So over here at the back table is a prayer request forms, and you can fill one of those out and put it in the box. And we have the YouPray app that you can download on your iPhone and Android. Always get that constant connection to prayer, 30-day prayer vigils done Unity Village worldwide. So join us in the power of prayer. We have the Vision Board Workshop happening today with Kayla Harvey. So this is happening, and so this is really good because it's all spontaneous. And so don't miss that. And so I think there's, let's see, all kinds of things we're going through here. That's next week's. And so make sure that you sign up for your time for renewal with your renewal forms here in the sanctuary, and fill those out. Otherwise, you can't be a voting member here at the church. So we need to have those renewal slips turned in. There's my list of announcements. I'm working it. Let's see. Next Sunday, find where I'm at. Oh, okay. The relocation committee is happening. A meeting today at 11:15, right after service. So grab some snacks and meet in the children's room, because we need to get together for the relocation committee things to talk about. Vision boarding at 12 o'clock. So make 2023 a year of positive change. All materials will be provided. That's with Kayla. Reverend Sophia is offering a new members class Saturday, February 4th. That's coming up 2 weeks. Anyone interested in becoming an active member of Unity of Kona? No, that's a Saturday, I believe. Yeah, February 4th. And so becoming an active member of Unity will need to take this new member class. The class will be held via Zoom, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. For those attending here in person, there's a sign-up sheet in the back of the sanctuary. For those attending online, send us an email, unityofkona@gmail.com, and we'll get you that subject line, new members class. And so with the annual membership renewals, we got started. I must indicate you have to be a member of good standing in order to be a voting member coming up February 26th when the meeting is set up for the new Board of Trustees. And so to be a voting member, please fill out those cards, get it turned in to us. They're also in the newsletter and being mailed out to those members that we have mailing addresses for on file. And so for those, there are some in the sanctuary. Next Sunday, January 29th at 1 p.m. We're going stargazing. No, we're not. 1 p.m. Join us for the presentation of the Gushalain about the Blue Room. The Blue Room is a presentation, and that's coming up January 29th. So that'll be after the Ohana gathering. And so the Blue Room presentation is going to be here. They're going to do a nice presentation. And so it should be really fun about the any issues or conditions that you walk with benefit you from mental rejuvenation, you'll experience coming out of the Blue Room session. So by experiencing the tranquil and peace of your mind, body, and spirit, consciousness lifting environment, your mind reaches a well-being that is transmitted to your body. So wow, that sounds like quite a program. So join us for that next Sunday after the Ohana meeting and potluck. Yeah, right, gathering. It's just a gathering, not a meeting. And so I got the annual memberships done. And so, you know what, all my friends, it takes a village to run the sanctuary. So we really appreciate all your times, treasures, and talents. And we have the reading of the board of directors that has to come on too. And so I was going to ask Patrick to come up and do the board of directors reading. And so we have the candidates for the board of directors, the bios. So thank you, Patrick, for doing that.
I was specifically asked to come up here and do this today because I read real fast. So here are our bios for Board of Trustee candidates. We need to let you guys know who's up for the Board of Trustees so voting members know who they're voting for. First is Kayla Harvey, M-A-L-M-H-C. Kayla and her husband Patrick have been members of the Unity of Kona for just over 8 years now and attended Unity in Minnesota prior to moving to Hawaii. Kayla is a licensed mental health counselor, motivational speaker, and a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. Prior to the pandemic, she had been leader of the youth group at Unity of Kona for over 6 years and loves every minute of it. She has heard the call to work towards a licensed Unity teacher certification as a way to grow her spiritual knowledge and connection, as well as become a better leader for a congregation. Her hope is to continue to provide workshops, spiritual talks, and assist the community in sustaining and then growing its spiritual mission. Kayla loves Unity and this Ohana with all of her heart and will continue to do everything she can to see it thrive. Thank you, Kayla. Jim Carey, Uncle Jim. With Aloha, I serve as platform speaker, Hawaiian storyteller, and tour guide. It is Jim's honor to serve the Board of Trustees, first as an observer and then as a board member for 2 years with a desire to remain on the board. Jim has been a member of the Unity of Kona for 8 years, sitting as vice president. Jim has been Jim's pleasure working with the board and being part of this loving community as we continue to do the business of Unity. Jim will continue to follow the Unity principles and work closely with the board for prosperity and growth in the community. Mahalo Keakua. Vince Mott. Vince has been going to Unity of Kona for more than 15 years, became an official member in 2015. He is a singer for Unity Services and is pleased to continue to remain a member of the board. Having been a realtor for about 8 years and having run the Big Island Beauty College and Keoho Shopping Center for 10 years, Vince is well respected in our community. And finally, Dondi Nueva. Dondi was born and raised in the islands and is blessed to return with his wife, Diana. They have been members of Unity Kona for 10 years and were members of Unity in Oak Brook, Illinois. They both love Unity and our Ohana and will continue to support Unity in every way. Dondi always enjoys playing music at Unity anytime he can. He is a Vietnam veteran, having served in the U.S. Air Force. Thank you for your service, Dondi. Dondi has experience working in the hospitality, retail, airline, and restaurant and entertainment, plus many odd jobs to fill his time. Dondi currently works as a security professional at Kona Airport and plays on the senior softball team, Kona Warriors. If you are interested in serving on the Unity Board of Trustees and meet the qualifications, which are to be a Unity member in good standing, have been a Unity member for more than a year, please contact Kayla, Jim, or Vince, or send an email to unityofkona@gmail.com with the subject Board of Trustees candidate. Thank you so much. And I believe Kayla had something she wanted to announce as well.
Okay, just briefly, I just wanted to share that we are bringing back our Ohana meetings. At a good request, we're bringing them back, and for those of you who have not come to our Ohana gatherings, we're gonna gather. We're not gonna meet. We're gonna make it more informal. We used to meet the 5th Sunday of every month for an Ohana meeting, and the purpose of that was primarily to let everybody know what happened at the board meetings. We're gonna do something similar with a twist. So every time there is a 5th Sunday, we're going to have an Ohana gathering because we really want to know how everybody feels, what everybody thinks, and we want everyone to feel like they can contribute and be heard. And it's really an important part. People have asked to feel heard, and we want to make sure that you know that you're important, You're valuable. We love you. We want to hear you. So we're going to have our Ohana meetings on the 5th Sunday, and what we're going to do is try to do a round circle where everybody gets some time to speak, everybody can be heard, and we can just gather as a community. So I'm hoping to see you there. We're going to have a potluck, and we're going to start in January, so I believe our 5th Sunday is next Sunday. So everybody is welcome. We're very excited. Come for the potluck. Come for the sharing. We can't wait to see you, and we're going to start, I don't know, 11:30 or so. 11:30, we'll all start, and it'll be great. I can't wait to see you guys there. Thanks.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Patrick. What an amazing round of applause for everybody that involved, and what an offer it is of love that we share here as we come together in our closing. And so I please ask you to stand and make a circle right behind the front row as we get ready to do our closing songs. Next Sunday will be Kealoha Sugiyama. His topic will be Hokalea, which is the zenith star of gladness. So follow your star to abundance, prosperity. Music next week will be Dondi. Let there be
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we flow down this river of life, make it a river of abundance, prosperity, and love, joy, happiness. Hold these inspirations in your mind until we meet again. We'll do Aloha Oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, e ke ona ona no I kalipo. One fond embrace, ahoya yao, until we meet again.
I'm sure there's snacks upstairs. Gandhi's got a little more music, but please, everybody, God bless you all. Have a wonderful week. Woo.
E Hawaii e kuhone haunau e kuhome kulahi vine oli nau au ina bonolani o e Hawaii aloha e e haoli nau io nai de holy mai na na he a he makari e pai mani mau ke aloha no Hawaii e ha maule no no Hawaii holy mai na he a he makani pa mai mau ke aloha no Hawaii mau ke aloha oh Hawaii. Mahalo everyone.
My voice
Sing almost any song without using the words if you know the tune.
La 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 la.
What was that? Somebody said if you don't know the words, if there's words that you can sing, it sounds like you're singing all the
I seem to hear the Polly calling me. I seem to hear the surf at Waikiki. And from Pacific Heights, I seem to see the lights of a city that is very dear to me. I seem to see the waving sugar cane, the cocoa palms all nodding in the rain. In fancy I am led back to dear old Diamond Head. Honolulu, I am coming back again.
One more time.
I seem to hear the Polly calling me. I seem to hear the surf at Waikiki. And from Pacific Heights, I seem to see the lights of a city that is very dear to me. I seem to hear the waving sugar cane, the cocoa palms all nodding in the rain. In fancy I am led back to dear old Diamond Head. Honolulu, I am coming back again. Honolulu, I am coming back again.
Wonderful. Thanks, guys. That was wonderful. That was great.
Oh, mahalo.
It is so fun. Thank you for joining.
Oh, wait, Will.
dance.